Okay, we're going to do the week of, oh my God, I got to check. What is it? The 19th through the 25th. It is just absolutely flying by. We're going to be doing astrology, numerology, tarot. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. It's going to be the first 6 months and then the next 6 months. So it's going to be a two-parter. You definitely want to stay tuned for all of them. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, comments, and utterances of discontent will be met with love and humor. First one is going to be Aries. We're going to do that one. And then we'll move into all the other ones. So get ready, know where you are in the list. And I have that lovely, lovely person that does all of the timestamps down below. So for Aries for this week, we're going to look at, love coming in. Oh, lots of movement. You might even be moving a property, moving a job, moving something with moving. This is something you've been wanting to manifest for quite a while, and the week is going to end with a lot of really good money. So the week starts off with like love, feeling very loved, you being loving, lots of love vibes, 100% across the board. Then you kind of are feeling good about yourself, maybe even putting something on a pedestal. Midweek is going to be some kind of move, some kind of progress, something moving forward very rapidly. And this is something you've been wanting for quite a while. Weekend is all about money, balancing checkbooks, balancing, values, things that have to go back and forth. You're going to get that all together. So in the astrology, then we're going to look at, 8th house, which is other people and their money. And this is Gemini, and you have this in South Node. So this is something is going on with either your job, your work. You might be changing jobs. You might be changing partners and going from a very poor one to a very rich one. Something like that, something with a change in money that has to do with other people's money, not just your own. And then we're going to look and see what your numerology is for the week of, the 19th through the 25th. Walking away. I think you might be moving. I think you might be moving properties. This isn't a relationship walking away. This is definitely more of a new things, trying new things, pushing new things, walking away from old stuff that doesn't work. That's going to be kind of the definition of your week. So let's go right into Taurus. So that's our first earth sign. Don't forget, you can get all these. I had a couple people contact me. I have these readings. You can get them text message, but if you contact me on the phone, we can do exact dates and times. That's the big thing. You got to check those out. I have 3,500 5-star reviews. You definitely want to check those out. So Taurus, and again, another money person. Beginning of the week, you're going to spend a whole bunch of money, but you're going to be happy about it. This could be like a new car. This could be something big. This is like a big spending of money that brings you a lot of joy and happiness. This isn't going to be like new tires or like a broken refrigerator. This is going to be something big, fun, all that. Midweek, you make the money back. Somehow it comes back to you. You might get a tax refund. You might get an extra bonus pay, something like that, but you're going to get the money back, so don't worry about it. The rest of your week, I want you to stay away from gossip. It looks like there's going to be some people at the end of your week that are going to be a little emotionally heavy. You definitely want to avoid them as much as possible. So your astrology, you have moon. You have moon in the 5th house. So that is somebody either coming back from the past or it's emotions about a love affair. So you might even get nostalgic. You do have Pisces here, again, water sign, very emotional, very like that nostalgia. That's the best way I can put it. That definitely that nostalgia of like how things could have been, should have been, would have been, all that things. You need to not ruminate. I was going to say ruminate. You need to not ruminate and freak out and worry about how things used to be or how they could be better. That's not going to help you this week at all. You need to not listen to other people. Journey. Yeah, there's something going on here where things are going to be. This is more like an emotional journey because you have a lot of emotional cards. This is definitely going to be for you to figure out what you think about stuff, not what other people tell you to think about stuff. You're going to be a little contemplative this week, maybe even a little quiet. Don't freak out about that. That's actually a good thing. Gemini, we're going to do Gemini real quick. Let's see, and this is just for the week of the 19th through the 25th. Don't forget, I do these private readings. I love doing them for people. Go ahead right down below. My phone number's down below. You can get a hold of me at any of those links, and I will absolutely get back to you and take care of you. And we can, if we get on the phone, I can do exact dates and times. Gemini, you're also going to be spending money, but again, it's almost like Taurus. That money's going to come right back to you. You are going to be very happy about something. If you've had like a fear or a depression or a worry, that's going to go away. That's going to be like, so you're either going to find something out that makes it go away, or you're going to something wonderful is going to replace it. So if there's something that's been bogging you down, making you worried, making you scared, don't worry. That's going to go away. That's going to be a non-issue. It's going to be very happy. Midweek, you're going to be very happy. Also looks like Thursday, Friday, there is a bonus money, a big gift, something fabulous. This is the best money card you can get, and that's coming in toward the end of the week for you. And then over the weekend, you might be a hermit. You might be a little contemplative. You might be a little stuck inside. That's okay. Read a book, go to a movie. Don't freak out. Don't feel the need to entertain other people, because something here is ending. You have 12th house in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, which means it needs to come to an end, but you do have Mercury. So it's going to come fast. It's going to come like really fast and just bing, bang, boom. Something ending doesn't mean a bad thing. I don't want you to think it's a relationship. It could be a bad habit. It could be an illness. It could be a job that does not serve you anymore. Something is going to come to an end this week, and it's going to happen rapidly, but you're going to be that card right there tells me you're going to be very happy about it. You're going to be much better for it. And your numerology, you have a 7 numerology, which means this was supposed to happen. This was like fated to happen, and it's going to give you knowledge. You've Goddess in the Moon here, and you have the Moon in reverse. So it is going to be a bit emotional, but it doesn't have to be emotional, doesn't have to be bad, okay? I think it's actually going to be very happy. I think you're going to feel in charge of your emotions like you haven't been for a while. So then we have Cancer. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. Let's see. Oh, 2 cards sticking together. I'll pull them both. You get an extra card, Cancer. Let's see. Beginning of the week. Could be a reconciliation. Could be somebody comes back from the past. Somebody comes back from the past. That's what I think this is. Somebody comes back. Could be a job, could be a love. Probably more like a love, though, because the other cards I'm looking at, you're going to be very tentative about it. You're not going to like want to believe it right away, or you're going to be like, I think this person's not what they say they are. I would listen to that. I would definitely not jump both feet in. Be very cautious. And then this card, you get this extra card right here. So midweek, you have the 8 of Clubs in reverse. It means even if they do come back, you have to make sure that old patterns are done. Don't get right back into things. Don't immediately jump into it. You have to be sure, have even a list of your requirements if you do get back into a relationship, to make sure the bad stuff is over. It does look like they're going to either pay you back for something, or they might even be very attentive, very affectionate, very wanting to show you how much they've changed. So that's something. And I do think that there is no cheating. So if cheating was an issue, or if other people were an issue, that is now solved. And then you get to the end of the week. I still don't think you've made a decision whether to get back with this person or not. And then we have Moon in 5th house, which is sexual partners, okay? And that is definitely stuff from the past. The Moon is always the past, bringing it into the future. And that is definitely bringing it, and you have Libra. You got to balance things. I would not jump both feet in at all. Would not even think about it. Even if everything is perfect, I would wait. I would watch. I would have a checklist. Community, 7, we're talking about that again. Knowledge, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something about them, or about the people around them, or things that you thought you knew. You're going to learn new stuff. So let's go right into Leo, our second fire sign, our fixed fire sign. Leo's the bonfire of the fires. Let's see what's going on here. Spending money, relationship. Okay. Your beginning of the week is a lot better. It looks like you're going to be spending a lot of money on Monday. This could be this looks more like necessity. So this would be a good day to go grocery shopping. This would be a good day to stock your pantry, to get, odds and ends, maybe even spring clothing, because it's winter. So buy for next season, get something on sale, something like that. Now, toward the middle of the week, there is a union. Again, this could be a job. This could be a love. This is probably more like a friendship, or somebody who's going to be very beneficial to you. Again, could be in a love capacity or a business capacity, but it looks like they're going to be beneficial. It could even be somebody that tells you to write a book, or somebody that helps you start a workout. There's going to be something like that coming in. You're going to be making a decision middle of the week on something that has been bothering you, and you're actually going to stay put. So if you were thinking about moving jobs, moving homes, doing something like that, you're going to decide to stay put. You're actually not going to do it. It might be that like your lease is up pretty soon, something to that effect. And at the end of the week, you're kind of spicy on the weekend. I wouldn't plan too many parties. I wouldn't overcommit yourself, because on the weekend, you're kind of a little cranky. You might be apt to like pick a fight, or apt to like find fault. Let's put it that way. So it might be a good time to be quiet. So you do have 4th house in Capricorn with Pluto here. So again, this is staying home. This is 4th house is roots. It's staying down. It's staying put. So this is something definitely you're going to be work on your house. I wouldn't move right now. I wouldn't be looking for houses. I would be renovating, redecorating, things like that. You want to really work on your roots and your foundations. And this Capricorn is definitely saying that too. It's a earth sign, but it's a very like pragmatic earth sign. So it's like, don't spend your money moving, spend your money on wallpaper. That's the kind of vibe. And the fact that it's in Pluto is telling me that you're not thinking perfectly clearly about everything. So there is some hidden stuff. There are some hidden things. So you don't have all the information yet. So if there's something like that, you definitely want to stay put. And don't forget, if you want to get these live readings, like on the phone with me, I can tell you exact dates and times. I can't do it so much on the text message readings. The links to everything are right down below. I have text and phone readings, product, spell work, everything you can imagine, but you can't. The timings, I have to have you on the phone for that, because we got to go over a lot of numbers. So check those out down below. I'll have links to everything. And you can always just text me and I'll explain everything. Just text me. I'm right here. So yeah, you have 6. You have a 2 and a 4. So 2 is other people, but 4, again, 4th house is that staying put. 6 is of hearth and home. Every number you're having here is don't go out, stay put. Don't move, stay put. And adjacent possibilities, there's something else that's going to pop up for you very, very, very shortly. So if you're feeling kind of stagnated, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So Virgo, this is the last one for this video that I'm going to do a part 2 with Libra through Pisces. But this is just for the week of the 19th through the 25th. Let's see, Virgo. And I'm a Virgo, so I always freak out when this happens. I'm always like, oh God, it's going to be bad. But let's see what's going on. No, all stable cards, all extremely stable cards. So beginning of the week is going to be money or abundance. Middle of the week is going to be, again, feeling good, possibly people coming back. That seems to be the theme this week for a lot of people. This could be reconciliation. This could be an old problem you need to put to bed, to deal with, something toward that effect. And then again, at the end of the week, dealing with old stuff that needs to be done, dealing with old things that need to be put away. Then at the weekend is going to be feeling very at home, very stable. I think we all have to stay home this weekend. I think that's what it is. You don't forget to watch the part 2, because the part 2, you get to see everybody else's. And this is for your sun sign and your rising sign. Go Google what your other signs are, because you have a moon, a sun, and a rising sign, and you can watch all 3 of them and get a really well-rounded picture. But again, you definitely want to get on the phone with me, because I can do your tarot, your numerology, and your astrology all at one shot. So yeah, 5th house, again, for Virgo, this is going to be love life. This is going to be games. This is going to be fun, but it's in Leo. So I think your love life might be blossoming. This might be somebody coming back in, or this might be somebody really wonderful and new that's in here. But we do have this in North Node, and that's I think this might be a new relationship, because North Node is all about new. It's about birth. It's about things coming in. But watch your head, watch your thinking. And let's see the numerology on this. The numerology, third chakra, which is that belly chakra. So you probably got and we have a 3 and a 7. So 3 is union. So it's the union of 2 people make a third. Okay. And 7 is knowledge. That goes to a 10, which is a 1, which is a beginning. So I really think this might be a new person coming in. I know it shows reconciliation, but I think it's a new person coming in. I really do. And you got to watch that, because it looks like it's going to work out really well. And it looks like there is a certain amount of stability this person will provide. So if you like this, make sure you do all the things you like, share, subscribe, comment, But there's going to be a part 2 coming up probably tonight with all of the other ones for this week. I'm going to have these every week. And I do deep dives for the year of. So like Cancer 2026 is coming up. What else? Like Scorpio of 2026. I do the whole entire year. Those are on the YouTube channel. I will have links to everything in the comments, and check this out. Thanks so much, guys.